microtransactions and
DRM.
Downloadable content.
What's up, gamers? Welcome to Gamer Rant. My name's Kevin. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 11, The Aftermath, and why you shouldn't support it. That's pretty much it. I know. It's going to sell like fucking hotcakes. That's just the gist of it. But, you know, oftentimes I sit here and I see stuff within the gaming community, and it's like I don't really get the appeal to purchasing incomplete stuff. So let's just touch on that subject right here and right now. So Mortal Kombat 11, the Aftermath FAQ. What is included in the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath expansion? Quote unquote on the word expansion. The only part I'm going to focus on is the 3 new character skin packs. Released over time. Exact release time to be announced at a later date. Here's reason number 1 why you shouldn't support this. And that's because it's incomplete. And as we have seen within the gaming community before, if you support something, it has the domino effect. To where other developers will pick up on it. Other publishers will pick up on it. And they'll be like, hey, they were willing to purchase an incomplete expansion pack. So we can now release an incomplete expansion pack and it'll be okay. And, you know, an expansion pack should be complete by the time you get it. It should be done. There's no excuse. Not even COVID-19 can be an excuse here because this isn't some kind of high priority release. They could easily delay this to make sure that what? Yeah, that's right. The expansion pack is actually fucking complete. But instead, they're going to make you pay for incomplete art once again, just so you have to wait to get the rest of it later, which is not how any art form should be treated. There's reason number 1 why you shouldn't pick this up. Support it in any fashion. Reason number 2 comes down to more incomplete shit, ladies and gentlemen. Is there exclusive pre-order content? There is. The Eternal Clash skin pack. So here's another thought. Why does an expansion pack need pre-order bonus bullshit? Because once again, you're going to end up with an incomplete piece of art. If you were to purchase, like if you were like me, you don't own Mortal Kombat 11, it would make sense for me to purchase this one right here. Comes with everything, except, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, it comes with everything except the pre-order bonus bullshit and the stuff that they are going to release at a later date. Why is it that we continue to support incomplete video games? Why do we do it? I mean, is our lives really going to be that detrimental if we're not playing the next Mortal Kombat game or the next Assassin's Creed game? I don't know. Maybe my standard is a little higher, or maybe it's because I'm a creator myself. So when I look at how game developers and publishers treat video games, as opposed to what they used to treat it like, you know, when they actually treated it like an art form and you got a game complete, no day 1 updates, no pre-order bonus bullshit. And of course, none of this, oh, hey, we're going to release an expansion pack, but it's going to be incomplete. But, well, you know, the ludicrous and the stupidity of this dives even further when we scroll down. If I am playing Mortal Kombat 11 for the first time, which edition should I purchase? Well, you should purchase the $60 quote-unquote complete version, which obviously it's not complete. And I've also heard a few people say that it is the complete edition. No, it isn't. You can't call something the complete edition if it's missing fucking shit from it. Makes no sense. I own the Mortal Kombat 11 base game already, but do not have any additional DLC content yet. What do I need? You need the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath Combat Pack Bundle for $50. So on top of the $60 you already purchased, they want $50 more. If you own the premium edition of Mortal Kombat 11, which is the base game and the combat pack, they want another $40 from you. And, you know, the difference between this is that if you if you have the base game, but then you purchased the DLC, the micro DLC separately, well, now on top of the 60, you've already added more money to that base game. Plus, if you now go and buy the Aftermath, that's another $40 added to what you already spent. And you know what this all comes down to is, why would you want to pay $60 for an incomplete game? Why would you want to pay $50 for an incomplete game? Why would you want to pay $40 for an incomplete expansion pack? I mean, besides the fact that you're getting price gouged already if you purchased any iteration of this game outside of the context of not owning nothing, like someone like me, I could save money by actually purchasing the Aftermath edition, even though it is still an incomplete edition. And, I iterate that, this should not be accepted, it should not be tolerated, and it should not be supported because, when we look at the gaming industry, everything has a domino effect. If you start to support it from one developer, then it's going to leak out into other developers and publishers, and they're going to be like, oh, hey, look, we can make an expansion pack, quote unquote, and we can make it incomplete just like we make our base game, and gamers will still buy it. We just, release this other content later. And that's not how gamers or developers should see or treat the base game in general, let alone an expansion pack. Because an expansion pack should be complete when you get it. And there is absolutely nothing that is preventing them from just putting these in the game already because they should be. An expansion pack, games in general should not have pre-order bonus bullshit. Because that's exactly what they are. Pre-order bonus bullshit. And it just makes the overall game incomplete. And the biggest problem that we see with this kind of stuff, because everyone's like, don't like it, don't buy it, you can just shut the fuck up. Because I actually care about the generation after me being able to play a complete game. Because not every video game gets a complete edition. Which means there is a shit ton of games out there that literally are going to be incomplete for the generations after us. And that's what this all correlates to, ladies and gentlemen, is making sure that the generation after us gets to actually have that feeling of playing a complete game. That's why when I look at people that don't really have an issue with games being broken up, Happy Console Gamer, apparently Alpha Omegason in this modern age, even Jeremy Johns, who mostly reviews television and movies, occasionally he talks about video games. Again, these are all people that are old enough that have played games when they got them complete. So why would they themselves not want to give the future gamers that same feeling of being able to play a complete game? And this is why I do what I do. Because this kind of crap right here is bullshit. From the clear price gouging to basically the incomplete expansion pack and the incomplete game. Not to mention, this is also one of the Mortal Kombat games that requires you to be online in order to unlock in-game stuff, even for the single player, which, to my knowledge, there has not been one update that has removed that stupid DRM feature within of itself. In fact, there's only been a few YouTubers that have actually talked about it. One, I constantly bring it up when I talk about this game. Because that's just another pinnacle point of this game that honestly makes it inferior to its past versions. I don't give a shit how well they improve the combat system. You want to sit here and you want to glorify something that just a few years ago, when Electronic Arts tried putting DRM on one of their games, everyone went fucking batshit crazy. But somehow Mortal Kombat gets a fucking pass. So not only does it still include DRM, it has an incomplete expansion pack, and they're price gouging people that already purchased the base game. Tell me, why do you continue to support Warner Brothers or even NetherRealms? Why do you continue to support Ed Boon? people want to sit here and they want to say that Ed Boon has no control. That's a load of shit. This is the same guy who tweets fake DLC. Don't tell me he doesn't have some kind of sway, because there's nothing preventing him from saying, I don't agree with this clearly monetizing bullshit. Instead, it puts money in his bank account, so he doesn't give a shit either way. He doesn't care that we have an art form, video games, being treated more like a product rather than an art. He doesn't care that Mortal Kombat, from the perspective of an art form, is incomplete art. And video games is the only art form that sells literal accessories to the art. I guess book readers, movie watchers, and comic book readers aren't as fucking stupid as the mass amount of gamers that willingly accept this breaking up and sell it to you later. Because apparently art needs fucking accessories in order to make money for the companies. To which everyone that uses that excuse, shut the fuck up, because the publishers make the money. So you can't sit here and use the excuse that microtransactions and micro DLC is good because it helps the developer. No, you're full of shit. It mostly helps the publisher. Stop making excuses for the things that you love. And why don't you try thinking about the people that could eventually play them down the road? Because I don't know about you, I'd like people to be able to play complete games. And, you know, this is just an example right here of the domino effect. If you support this incomplete expansion pack, you're telling other developers and publishers that it's all right for them not only to sell you an incomplete game, but now it's okay to sell you an incomplete expansion pack. Remember, I'm not here to destroy what you love or what you enjoy to play. I'm only here to make sure that the generations after us have that same enjoyment as we did growing up when we got to play complete fucking games.